Now, let's say that you want to make most of the image black and white. We're back to this friendly image right here. I don't really have enough room in my layers palette to do that. So we're back to this image right here, and I want to make this red book more, or purple, maroon book more maroon, and I want to make the rest faded down. So what I'm going to do is I am going to select it. I'm going to use the quick select tool, W for the quick select tool. You don't need to learn that, but it's a fun fact. W for the quick select tool. And actually, this selection is good enough because anything that's black or white doesn't really have a hue to it. That's just like, such an extreme value that the hue doesn't change right there. That sentence made a lot of sense to me. Did it make sense to you, Aviva?
It did, actually, yes.
Okay, I was worried.
Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, the hue or the blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Okay, so there we go. We have this right here. I'm going to duplicate this layer out, and I'm going to then make this a little bit, I'm going to make it a little bit more saturated just by using hue saturation. So I'm going to bring up the saturation on this, and I'm going to make sure that it's only applying to the layer below. So there we go. This one's a little bit more saturated. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the rest of the image black and white. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to black and white. So what I did in order to accomplish this is I set the black and white color adjustment layer below this additional layer right here. And by that way it's kind of a layer sandwich of things. So this is only affecting this thing below. And if I want to fade this back a little bit, if I want to just kind of desaturate it, I can always decrease the opacity of the black and white thing right there. Let me check in. Yeah? Okay. Getting the thumbs up. Love it. Okay. So that's kind of a way to make it so there's only a single object that's soloed out. If you want to do a few more objects, we'll get into talking about masks later in the course. And there's some really, really cool things that can be done with masks in order to kind of streamline all of this process. But I want to keep things as simple as possible for now. And I just kind of want to show you, even just by using the tools that we've learned so far, you can basically do all of this.
There's the lasso.
There's the lasso. So I'm just going to refine edge as the final thing. And I'm just feathering it a little bit because it doesn't need to be perfect. And I'm going to hit Command J. And I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to bring this above the black and white thing. I'm going to duplicate this color adjustment layer. I'm going to put this one above the other thing. Hit Alt. So there we go. I'm going to turn all of these on. I'm going to turn this on. And so now what we have, I'm going to put this to this. It's not too extreme right here. So I'm going to double click this. I'm going to make it more extreme. That's a bit too extreme. I'm going to change the color of it. Basically, I'm just saying you can adjust absolutely everything right here. And so you can see how I just kind of combined everything together to get all of this happening right here. And like this looks pretty confusing right here. But all you need to remember is these are the things color adjusting individual layers. There's 3 images, 3 objects, 3 layers, call it what you will. One's the background layer being turned black and white. Is this on 100%? Yep. One's this being turned whatever color that is. One's this being turned whatever color this is. And just working together, it creates something really interesting. So I'm going to show you one more thing of adding color into a pre-existing black and white image.